Hello YouTube, welcome back. In this video I am going to show my most recent DIY creation that turned out to be amazing. I got all this from free items, and I'm going to show and explain how this works. So first off, it is not hot. This is a homemade barbecue fire pit stove, cook stove, that you can use wood, or you could use charcoal, or even both. But like I never use both. So first I'm gonna start off by showing you how it's put together. So I'm gonna take it apart and put the grates down. These grates came from my $10 barbecuer, and they fit in here perfectly. That's the bottom grate and the top grate. Now this tube here, it has some clips underneath. You unbend, and then you could take the tube off. So this is the first tube that I got for free, and what I did to attach it to the top is I wired it in with stainless steel wire. So so I hope you got a good look of how that looks inside. But then that has 8 holes on it, all around the tube. Let me get a better angle. Okay, and so that will allow the charcoal to cook. The bottom grate goes in the tall tube, and it sits perfectly on here, just like that, within the tube. And so I could put charcoal on here and then light the charcoal, and I got 4 screws right here, and that is for the top plate. The top plate sits on these screws. Oh, if I could get it correct. Top plate sits on the screws like that. Perfect within the tube. So I'm gonna take it apart, set it down, and then show you how I use it. First off, what we want to do is we want to put the tube right over the small tube, and then we bend the corners in. Next thing we do is I got my bucket with my sledgehammer in it, and what we want to do, I'm trying to get a good angle of how I can show this. What we want to do before we do anything, I have these long stakes that I get at Walmart for like $2.88 each stake. So I have 4 of those. I drilled the holes in the feet of this Christmas tree stand. Yes, this is a Christmas tree stand. It works real good. and that accommodates the steak. So I take the sledgehammer and I hammer in the steaks. There's one, and I do that all around. There's 4 steaks. So there's 2. And really, it doesn't take all that long. There's 3. And here's number 4. Okay, so we set that aside. Now, I'm gonna bring you close so you can see inside the tube. So inside the tube, you have the tall one and the little one right here. So, what I do, first thing first, is I'm gonna show how sticks work. So, I put a few sticks straight up and down in the tube. Just drop them on in there. And then I put a few sticks around. Gotta break this one more because it won't fit if you don't break it down. Okay. I'm gonna get more sticks to show more, but then I go and I take the bottom plate here, and then I go set it on in there like that, and then the top plate just goes on like that. Now, if I'm cooking with charcoal, I will be removing this plate, putting the charcoal on the bottom plate, and then setting this back on. So, I'm gonna get more sticks. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with more sticks. Now, what I do is I will go ahead and remove these top pieces at first, and what I'm gonna do is spray some charcoal lighter fluid that I have in a spray bottle. Gonna spray that in and then around. Okay, and then I will put my tray back on the bottom and the top. You want to make sure the lines are down and not up. What I mean by that is this way, where these 2 lines are up, is wrong. They have to be flat like this, down. Of course, you already know if you know how to barbecue. And then I'm gonna take my torch lighters and light it up. Sometimes you gotta spray more. Okay, so now that is cooking. As you can see, it's working. I will be right back. Okay, I am back.
Noxgear 39G activated.
And I had to run and get some hot dogs. This is getting warm. So what I'm gonna start doing, as you can see, the flame's looking good. I'm gonna pull you back a little so you could see the outside part. The flame goes in there. Gonna do a walk around so you can see all angles of the barbecuer. It's very similar to a wood burning stove. So I'm gonna set you up at this angle. And gonna throw more sticks in there so that way we can get it going. Gotta break them. Throw some sticks in here. Get the flame going higher. Okay, that's giving off some nice heat to the top of the grill. So what we're gonna do is I'll place the hot dogs and I'll move them with the tongs if I need to. You can cook like six to eight hot dogs. 8 fits on here, but I'm gonna do 6 for now. Because of the way that it sits. And then you take the tongs and you just adjust them if needed, which is awesome. Okay. And now we just let it cook, and as it's cooking, it cooks pretty fast because the tube gets really warm. Like there is some excessive heat that comes up. As you can see, it's smoking, so that's cool. And it's portable. Take it camping with you. Don't gotta worry about it melting, because the Christmas tree stand, I believe, is stainless steel. Go ahead and leave a comment if you think it's something else. But I don't think it's gonna melt, because even though they look black, these are still solid. rock solid. I gotta add more sticks. Add more sticks to it. Keep the fire going and hopefully not burn out. Might have let it get too low on flame, so I gotta relight it. Sometimes that happens, not all the time, but just sometimes it happens, and you just gotta relight. Okay, there it goes. Relight it, and then keep sticks going into flame. And once you have the sticks in the flame, then it stays lit pretty well. Alright, so we will see how these cook. I'm gonna turn the hot dogs rotate the hot dogs, and this heat is excessive. Yeah, that heat is excessive. Plenty heat to like pop some popcorn in the tube. That might go bad though. But this hot dog has a air pocket. But yeah, then all I do is I let this die down, and I will show you guys how charcoal is after I do this wood burning stove. They actually cook fairly quick. They look really good right now. Gonna see if I could get an up close shot of this for ya. That's too up close. Alright. See how they cooking? They cook pretty good. Pretty good. They're looking good. And they're good. They taste pretty good too. I'm gonna try to cook a pork roast, I think is what it is. I don't know if it's pork roast or beef roast, but I have a bunch of meat in my my freezer that I'm gonna try to cook with this thing. But it's really cool to have because because if you're out camping, say for instance you're out camping and you go fishing, you can cook your fish on this grill pretty easily. So that's a plus. Let me check and see. Yeah, look at how it's cooking. it's cooked. They all look very delicious. Ooh, yummy. Now, that is how they look. Yummy. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this die down slightly, and then I will make sure the fire's out before I cook with charcoal. Just because I don't know about cooking with charcoal. So I will be back in a second when I'm ready to explain how charcoal works. Okay, so I let it cool down. So now what I'm gonna do, I also made sure the fire is completely out on the sticks. So what I'm gonna do is I have my my barbecue lid to my other barbecuer just right there. I'm going to remove this top grate, set it on the barbecue lid, so that way it's not going to be interfered with the dirt and get dirty, and cooking hot dogs on dirt, that's just gross. So anyway, I got my Kingsford charcoal, and I'm going to place some charcoal up on in here. Might have to pour some. Just trying to get the layer full. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the charcoal lighter fluid and just spray all around it. This spray bottle doesn't seem to do justice that well, but we're gonna spray the lighter fluid all over the charcoal. That should be enough. And then take the lighter. Gotta do this carefully and light it. And then once it's lit, we let it go for a bit. We can puff it up slightly. Oh. And then we let it die down. Let it die down. Yeah, the holes that are inside the small tube should be enough to get this charcoal in here lit and hopefully stay lit. So let me get a good angle. It's just you need a lot of fluid to try to get the charcoal to ignite. So once it dies down, then we're gonna go and try to get it to light. Sometimes you gotta do this very lightly. And be careful. It's a lot harder to do charcoal than it is doing the wood to get it started, at least. So you have to spray. It worked the one time, so I'm just gonna continue. I only used charcoal in this one time so far, but I'm gonna spray all the way around. Alright, I'm back. So now let's try the lighter again, and hopefully it will work this time. Hopefully it will work this time. Get the lighter fluid. There's plenty of holes in the bottom tube. There's 8 holes. Gonna drop a piece of a stick in the center. That way the stick okay. The stick ignited. I'm gonna put a couple more sticks around just to get the fire to start better. So if you got any tips on how to do charcoal, then leave those in the comments if you can. Alright, I mean, the charcoal, I see embers, but the charcoal, I'm just gonna keep doing this a little bit, just very carefully. And if you want, you can let me know if I'm doing this wrong. But this is the only way that I have any idea on how to get the charcoal to cook. know I'm getting it. Charcoal's white. Okay. Okay, this is gonna work. The charcoal is all white. Let's see. Drop a thicker stick in. I might just have to drill bigger holes in the tube itself, the small tube. I don't know, but I have a stick on fire there, and I don't want this to get too boring, but anyway, I am done with the charcoal lighter fluid, I'm guessing. So I'm just going to put the top grate back on. I can't tell if the charcoal is lit or if the charcoal is not, but it's just going to have to be what it is. I'm gonna hope by putting a stick in there that it will help ignite the charcoal. So let's just put hot dogs on the grill again. Oh, don't want to get hot dog juice in the flame, but let's do that because that is some heat, but that could just be from the stick burning. I don't know. I gotta modify this some more before we can tell what it is. I know you can cook charcoal because I did cook charcoal, and I do see embers. The charcoal is lit. Let's see if you can see it. Inside there, inside the grate, there is embers. They are lit. I don't know how well you can see it, but they are lit. So that's a good sign. So I'm gonna go with yes. The charcoal is cooking the hot dogs. The wood is helping, but the charcoal is cooking the hot dogs. So I'm happy with that. Oh, time to turn them because there's a flame. Oh yeah, little black. But I mean, it's still good regardless. It's not burnt. But yeah, leave your comments and your thoughts on this barbecuer. I'm probably doing excessive amounts of charcoal lighter fluid to get the charcoal to light. But that's because I'm still learning how. I could drill the holes bigger. Leave it in the comments if you think I should take the top tube off and drill the holes bigger. Some people say you need to cut the tube in half to be able to have heat. I don't want to do that, so that comment's gonna be disregarded because the tube is the perfect height for how tall I am, and so that's why it's up as high as it is. But so anyway, after these get done cooking, which shouldn't take too long, oh yep, the charcoal is ignited. Check that out now. Now that the flame has died down, you can see in there, hopefully. Yep, you can see in there. It is glowing orange, and that is all charcoal. Sweet. So adding a stick really does help a lot to the make. Yes, they are a little blacker than expected, but that's what happens when you barbecue. They're still good. I like them. I'm happy. Okay. Yeah, again, I'm sorry if this video is a little too long. I just wanted to show off the cooker, but these hot dogs are cooked, so I am going. Ooh, I almost lost that one. Okay, so that's how all the hot dogs look. Let me get a good view. And then so if I remove the grate, I'm gonna put the grate in the thing. You can tell me if this looks like good airflow or if it needs to be better. So I'm gonna zoom in. You can see the embers in that charcoal, and it does bring up a lot of heat. So that's cool to point out. So leave a comment on if you think this barbecue is cool for one. If you think I need to make the holes a little bit bigger on the outside of the small tube, and if you think there's a better way besides cutting the tube in half on how I can get better airflow for the wood and the charcoal. because that is cooking. It looks really good. It feels warm. But again, I never cooked with charcoal before, so I'm learning the difference with cooking with charcoal from cooking with wood. And wood seems to be easier because that's what I had. But so anyway, I'm gonna put this fire out, and I'm gonna go in and eat my hot dogs. So thank you for watching. Um, Please like, comment, subscribe. If you like this video, put your comments. I will read your comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.